Enuanom ni adofo. Ghana for. We are singing na. Mo amehu okonfo black interview. Mo aye offended. Wati amona so. Mesre mo. Montie ni yie. Chopa kesi na mede mamu. Chopa yi. Mede mamu mpacho montie. Mompe dade shoe papa bi na monhye.
Na sofo bi wokumase. Ye friend no akwesi ewu a. Osofo mebu pa oye papa penimu. But asem na okasa wan kasa yie.
Osofo kwesi ewu aka me bi fa.
Ai.
Matenenka.
O se mzbel'sson no we ni hu hia me rade. Me wo problem. Akwesi ewu a sofo wo ku.
Na Bible asem so o kan say obonefo wu enya mefe no. Eni de osofo ne kan say enya asem ba ko. Bible say obonefo wu enya mefe. Banyami ni party me efre o ka kire anase o kan won fa.
Oh video into where I think say mema wa bo ama omo hwe no. No me hu akwesi ewu a commenter we make aba akola ne say akola ne hu hia me rade.
About 12 years as nyame ni wa say consider because fasobi eni so menyame. Fasobi eni so menyame nto o ka jimi semo a efiri ne nayam.
Aha MPTV yedamase say ebrebia no munya emreni adaje etimi ehwe channel we. Last week there was an interview between me and Brahima, the journalist behind mzbel'sson, 10-year-old boy no. A call viral no and neso me wa ha me no part 2 or a follow up on that particular interview. Now before I started interview no there were a lot of comments underneath the video. Omo say yen Christopher for yen fire life for my Jesus. Hallelujah. Ye tie mo suggest na mo ye no meti ha masakra. Me Brahima so ye wi me bisan so no so asakra. Afeso no omo lambaste yen so ebi so kan bi man mu nina no ye da mo ase. Afeso no obi so pass comment say mama Brahima nkasa. Enti ene no mo comment no ye reading ni na ene no me make sure say mama Brahima kwan ama wakasa. Afeso no papa bi on Netherlands ye friend Mr. Usu. Usu share program no utime frey encourage yen. Ye da wase Mr. Usu wo sign man yen. Eno so no mekai ewo Netherlands. Nyame hira bebia wo bia no. Brahima no akwa baba MPTV Ghana so.
Yeah.
The last interview here no I hope say wenya ho empopoye ni bi eba also. May the attack was very high.
Oh yeah. Any there.
O the end normal.
Normal mami because Charlie, yentimi nyan we yentimi nya obi ama nen endo yenti you no criticism no cry hia more because the more o criticizing no now dey shape ntimi dey.
Okay na me di bibi ho yawo baako first no me so no me tirim say sabio ye ka muslims a omo na ko Muhammad ho asem sisi a be attack o enye interview am no ye ya na me nim say Christopher cry word cry chan bibia attack se by na no hye obi si me no na ye nko heaven tin accept Christ ba me de eno me introduction me timi am onipa no say massacre na o na me hu say wasakra from the last interview no one for life am Christ wasakra
Debbie me de me o can heaven asema ya na me wo problem ye ni baby a ye kose heaven ye mfa nshi Debbie tie
ti see am on mzbel'sson netimi asesa wa
ye mzbel'sson but me can no crack chiro obi obeka chiro say ye o baby a ye ko nanti gold so na Ghana how nim say gold baby hihye for my nanti so it ye can heaven aya na me mfa nshi otrim say ye wo baby a o bewu a o ko
Brahima
ye wo baby a o bewu a o be ko hell na wo Brahim ni pa bre wo hell bibi san wo baby biom
me say wo ne mzbel'sson ne ba no o ma influence o
tie me say de ye fam e wo my way no another suffering san wo baby biom ene say nka ye ndidi enfe aseme na okay
tio mzbel'sson ba no say nyame ni ho
yeah
ene ye ni na ye ka kire o say wanya ade akora no nka o say o correct no
me correcting is said den
mani hu say nyame wo ho 1 ena 2 mani hu so so no company nsem ene ya ba na ye sada no wa be kasa yenim say o ye no kasa we tie futu na nsia me wa masen ahwe wo ne mzbel'sson kasa na interview no ka kire mzbel'sson so o apologize
me bacho Ghana phone was say pa macho me bacho say one can say baba
one can Ghana phone pa macho
one can say
asem na waka
Ghana phone say pa macho because me come asem pa atwo me ene na odi matem metimi ensu ene na odi matem aka ma asem
ho na odi kodu
me se nyame ni ho wo se nyame wo ho yo enye no no
yeah inti apology say na apology
one say nana emeya the emeya wo interview we enkomra na the emeya na the rate at which ya yesi ye Christopher na sofo bi okumase ye friend no akwesi ewu a osofo mebu pa oye papa penimu but asem na okasa wan kasa yie
osofo kwesi ewu aka me bi fa
ai
matenenka
o se mzbel'sson we ni hu hia merade me wo problem akwesi ewu a sofo wo ku
na bible asem so o kan say obonefo wu enyanya mefe no eni de osofo ne kan say enya asem ba ko bible say obonefo wu enya mefe banyame ni patimi efre o ka kire anase o kan won fa
oh video into where I think say mema wa bo ama omo hwe no na omo hu akwesi ewu a commenter wa make aba akola ne say akola ne hu hia ma awurade aya na meri aho won asofo we nu mu bi no mo ye na wan hwe ya na wano waka say tie omo no
But 12 years, as in Yamini was I consider because as what be any Sumenyame and fast what be any Sumenyame to a Kajimi Samoa if you know I am.
Debut, Brahima. Wait a Mr. Mamosi, my main church channel, but my mama mean chipping you. Mamena or ye drama for na ye debo air bonde kunu. Mary Madeline. None who hear me rade.
hwe me eda mekwa sorry na me sofo ebeka se ya bo bi asan wo sa asori dem sa da ne megya asori me nkwa asori bio
Brahima.
woni de ntia mu bo nipa ne san wie a mo se waye bone wakobo adwaman waye wei nti ya bona san na asori dem ho ya sideline ne na kwot na echiri ye wi ani aka church me se mo nkwa bonten kwatwe akra bonefo famra na mo dem nim se ye nkora na ekuma na eyo mo se ye ni mbie ana
Brahima interview mamba na
ena me si tie ukwa asori bi a obekọ na ebebo bi asan bi asori ni jai menko because it doesn't make sense so obebo bi asan uwi ana wasan ka che me say yenko kanya mi asem ni yentwa adebonyefo mra asori demo na adebonyefo wa asori demo ya yo mu adwuma wie
Brahima woni me ne mamba ne ntokwaso
na me ka che say obi okọ asori minim so asori a okọ no se ebo ni pasan ye jai
pacho ye bo bi san o me kwa apostolic
ena ebo obi san
me ya me ni tua ye bo bi san wa
ah so wa ye den
and the mint me ka wa ba ye bo ne san
aha normal mo bo obi asan edwaman ena mode nansu no edwaman no ye won krofo bi wo ho a ono no ye oba wo nyima no akoyi egu hu di ono ye na dwen so onyi ngu no mu no ni abo na san ye wi ani aka cha sorry ma se mu shi obi mu kanya mesem ncho mu ntwe o de boyefo mra me wa na de boyefo no krom wa so dem we are not treating them fairly
me pacho mo ka kire me se me ba o ka se ma me interrupt me ma ne nkasa ene de I hope se me di mo mra ne so Brahima enye topic we na me de ba yo but ene no e me se osofo no okuma sina asem na o kan osofo bi afre o edu atem fi Nigeria matese osofo bi so Nigeria e hwe won mzbel'sson interview no wan fa wan che we no so what
ai na dwen wo fom me na no
na me nipa
oh na me nyame ado ya na me nyame apon
na o kan bible
na dwen wo fom
yes say touch not my anointed
now who you can say who is the anointed a Christopher ade was saying ka yeni eje ho ne say Christian in the Christian fraternity no we need someone like mzbel'sson. That is the kind of people we need in a Christopher. If you bra mzbel'sson by video you better odwai nipa and when nipa do say no metimi responding to akola no legitimate questions akola ni bisa the Christopher ya ne say ye lambasti akola ni di akola na time ye kan we and mama mean state on record akola na kan be ada say ne maame na ebo no never in the interview and konfobi ni me argument frame me na hofobi say adena me tina ho na akola ne ka say ne maame na ebo no never did akola ne mention say ne maame na ebo no
abamenim so say ne maame na ebo
no me say who created you or say my mother gave birth to me or can say ne maame na ebo no who created you or say my mother gave birth to me according to science human beings were not created
they were born
yes na me say asem who created you?
My mother gave birth to me.
No, who created you?
My mother gave birth.
Who you Christo ni? What apostle? What Nana? Who created you? Were you created?
No, I was giving birth to the one who was created was Adam.
Nana, were you created?
I was giving birth to.
Mimi, I was not created.
Yes.
Do you know why? I don't know. You were not created.
No, say one a channel. Yemfa say what connect bibi wa ha since you mfa mumbra. The very first one na e bia a farm on afem. The aka nyina e recycler e flow. Enti say you create obi from the foundation of this earth. Na say onipa na wa na se abedo na bedru me so a. Me so oba ba ko ne be ba ko ne hia e. E na me so me ba e. Sa na beto aso akọ.
Were you created?
My mother gave birth to me.
Okay. Nana, ene se me kọ krum. Na me to emponchi mienu be fie. Oba ne bema. Na me koto oba ne bema. So man's time oba na se emponchi mienu no. Oma wo ema bebre a.
Men ka se wona wo create yom.
O de baby a me fa fini se emponchi mienu na me koto oba ne bema na me de omo begu ubo mu. Oba next time na oma wo bebre. Out of emponchi ne de me koto ye mienu. Mienu na me toye. Ba omo ne man me ntimi nka so omo me koto omo. Omo no man koto omo. Enti asem na akwala na ka no age se wo a wadwen wo fom a wo wa wo na agenda e na wo de adwenfi na de be hwe video no me say who created you or say my mother gave birth and the boy is not wrong. Onyankopon abo ade awie nyankopon nya de o san be bo ade bi obo Adam and Eve wie no ombo ni pe bi e omie enti no the other creation procreation eye nipa na eto aso e bo ade Bible ne say onyankopon ebo Adam and Eve ewo ni suban so ne neseso wankasa obo Cain and Abel ewo ni obo Adam and Eve ewo onyankopon suban ne neseso o si omo nnore omo ndi wiase so enti no procreation onipa na to a abode no so enti no mzbel ba ne ka se ne maame na ewo no ya mbo no a he is right. But you don't believe in Jesus Christ?
No, I can't.
You can't believe in Jesus
Even
Christ.
If I see him standing here, I'll ask him so many questions he can't answer.
Adepa, what? Okay, so let's imagine Jesus Christ appears here. What is some of the things you're going to ask
him? Why didn't you avoid human beings from creating sin? Why are you against sin? Why is hell there for the first place? Why can't you confront them in heaven? Why should hell be there if you have all forgiven? All forgiving should never.
It means you have a lot of questions for God.
The thing is that he's not there, and he won't be there.
Who created you?
My mother. She gave birth to me.
No, Adepa, you didn't get my question very well. Who created you?
I believe through science, human beings were born, not created. And if human beings were created in the first place, I never got to see God as my father or God as my mother. The only person who cared for me is my mother. She buys my clothes, she buys my food, she pays my fees, she does everything. God doesn't do anything for me.
Because ye na ye kan Bible na ye kire kwan fa so e bo Adam ye se ye te form dot here wo to ye te form dot here na de bo
There be sisia de there be.
Do you have that you say
Oba ne be man hia?
Yes.
Ene ye wo me.
Ene ye wo nti wo ye wo ya mbo. Enti no ade
akwala ne wo ha ye bo no. Bebe duru me so no ye wo me.
Yes, ebedu wo so no you were not created. Adam and Eve, Adam ye born no how many years?
And the mean to me chire. Yan Bible no so an chire say ye bo Adam baby. And osua said ye crowley.
No.
And osua said you tutu. Ima afeso no problem ba kwa me wo no. YouTube before say Adam ye katwi sa. Now most of the people who are watching the program from Nigeria and elsewhere and they want us to speak English. Yeah. So let us blend the two.
Okay, so
so technically what you are saying is that the boy is not wrong for saying that the mother gave birth to him.
Yes.
And you are also clearing the air that the boy never said
never
no,
in the
God
he never said God didn't create him. But I asked the question, who created you? And the boy said, my mother gave birth to me. Who created you?
My mother. She gave birth to me.
He is not wrong. Nobody created him. He was not created.
Okay, so now if you are just tuning into the show, okay, so I'm here to do a follow-up on Brahima regarding the interview mzbel'sson granted like 2 or 3 weeks ago,
yeah,
which has become something else. Now I'm doing a follow-up. Ima is under attack, and I thought per our last interview was the last time the attack will be lifted. But it looks like they keep coming. Recently, there was this video of a Ghanaian pastor based in Nigeria also attacking him. There's a pastor from Kumasi who also spoke very ill of him.
Yeah, he's not a serious pastor.
But I told 12 years. I said, I mean, was I consider because as what be any sumenyame. And fast what be any sumenyame to a Jimmy Samoa. If you mean I am.
Because the reason why I'm saying he's not a serious pastor is that some of the pastors, they don't know their calling. They don't know what they've been called to do. Because as a Christian, you should be worried when you see that there is a lost soul. You don't attack a lost soul. So if you claim...
It is morally wrong for him to say that mzbel'sson is God don't need him.
Yes, because if you go like, the boy is useless, God doesn't need someone like this, you are wrong. Because God never came for the righteous. This is what the pastors need to know.
Even the thief on the cross.
Yes. Was even saved.
He's in his dying moment.
Yes. So God is not even interested. Even because you know one thing, no one can be righteous on this earth. I'm telling you.
Except God.
Except God.
But we try to be.
Let me tell you, even if we are going to heaven, I'm telling you, the criteria is not righteousness. I'm telling you this. To go to heaven, criteria is not righteousness. Because there is no way we will be pure, we will be right. No, you can't meet that. When we talk about righteousness, it's serious. You can't live in Ghana and become righteous.
God.
How can you be in this country and be righteous?
God said, David is a man after my heart. Mm-hmm. This is the kind of man who saw, like me and you.
Yeah.
I see your wife bathing.
Yeah.
And because of your wife's shape,
yeah,
I'll just ask another person to make you W. Yeah. So that you had a battle. So you die. And I'll go and take your wife. Do you know that what David did was wrong? In as much as it was wrong, David, the woman,
David even slept with the woman,
and the
woman gave birth to
Solomon, the wisest man on earth.
Yes. So it's like, you see, sometimes we need to read the Bible. For me, as I sit here, I don't believe there is some heaven I'll be going to. Again, I don't believe there is a hell I'll be going to.
What is happening? The
reason why I'm telling you this is that what I'm going through in this nation, Ghana.
Okay.
If you tell me there is another hell. My brother, you are not being fair to me.
Okay, so from where you are coming from, I understand you. Already, where you are born is
Ghana, hell.
It's hell itself.
Yes. So someone, you give birth to someone in United States and you realize that the system is working. Education system, everything.
Even in its west states.
Yes.
It's not like...
It's not like, so how can you compare the two of us? And you tell me here in Ghana, you need to suffer before you get money, and you are telling me there is another hell for me again. Why?
Okay, so Ima, now my coming here is to do a follow-up.
Okay.
One, on our last interview. Per the last interview, the boy was in question. And I came here to ask you why you didn't even ask the boy to retract some of the statements he made. Now, point number 2. From the way you and I are talking, I am thinking from my personal experience that mzbel and the son, they are having an effect on you. Because now you are telling me there is no heaven to go to. Secondly, you are telling me, say, the apostolic I go, that if you don't marry a woman and you impregnate the woman, the way the church will let you, you sit at the back of the church.
Yeah.
You will not take part in any activity, even offering. You will not be allowed to give out offering. And it's a punishment or measures put in place by the church to insist that sex before marriage is wrong. And now you are telling me that if your own pastor tells you that because someone slept with
even in my church, if my pastor should one day come to church and go like, okay, this brother, you've done this, so the church is sidelining you, you need to sit at the back, you are not supposed to come for communion, this, and after doing that, you tell me to go out and evangelize. I won't go. I'll quit the church. I should go and evangelize to who? Are you not telling me to go and evangelize to sinners, to bring sinners?
So technically what you are telling the church is that the people they are asking you to go and minister to are all sinners.
Yes.
So why is it
I should bring them to come and sit, give offering, to also come and take communion. Then someone who is a committed member of the church commits something you term as sin. Then you sideline the person, go and sit at the back. You are not going to be a chorister again. You are not going to play instruments again. Go and sit somewhere.
Do you know that what you are saying, mzbel'sson said something against the church like this, and people were lambasting the boy. You are supposed to be on my side. Now it looks like you are also bringing another.
No, Nana, let me tell you, and all the people watching us, you need to know God for yourself. Know God for yourself. Me, I know God. Growing up, my parents introduced God to me, but I grew up to understand, and now I know God for myself. Not the God my parents introduced to me way back. I know God for myself. I understand. I know who God is. Listen.
So there are types of gods. The gods your parents introduced to you, and the God you have discovered yourself. Is that what you are telling me now?
Oh, for God so loved the world. They will tell you a whole lot of things. You see, in this modern day Christianity, we make members feel that being poor makes you a good Christian.
Go to heaven, yeah.
If you are poor and you don't have money. So people are made to come to church from morning 7 to 4 thinking that they are going to heaven. No, use your brains.
Adipa, where are you learning all this from?
People are poor and they are praying 247, but they are not getting anything. There is no God. Find a job and stop bragging about God. Now God is, even if he's there crying at his place doing something, it's looking for food.
Oh no!
If he cares so much, he will make you successful. People never pray to God and they just got money out of a containment hole. People got money for working. I've never in my life heard that this man sat down and just kept on praying for 5 years, and at the end of the day, he got money. But you can hear that this guy worked hard and got money. There are people who pray and they have a job, but it's still not going on.
I know God for myself. The God I know doesn't need the whole day. The God I know doesn't need me in church from 7 to 8. No. The God, see, I'm telling you that I agree with the boy. The boy raised a lot of legitimate questions I have been asking myself. And I cannot go and ask those questions anywhere. Why is it that God, if you know sin is no good, why do you bring sin? Why didn't you take away sin? This is a legitimate question he is asking.
Yes.
We need to answer him if we claim we are Christians.
He said, if you know sin is no good,
yes,
why should you bring sin to us? And you are using sin as a trap to
yes.
trap us.
Because if he is the Almighty and he didn't want us to sin, he should have just made sin not exist. He could have made the word sin not exist. So why did you create sin in the first place if you don't want us to sin? It means you are setting up a trap for human beings to sin.
So then someone will also ask you that if the devil brought sin here on earth, okay, why is it that God, you didn't kill the devil, but rather you brought your only begotten son to come and die?
Hey, rather. So what is happening now? There are some movement on social media. Today, you see this person saying the Bible cry is trash. This one is saying this. This one is saying that. Men and women, is it a medium of encountering the Bible or diminishing the Bible?
No.
Or it is
the point is
the fact that people are now beginning to be enlightened.
The Bible is a very powerful book, but not made for Christians.
How do you mean?
Oh, the Bible is not for Christians. We don't understand. We don't know even how to use the Bible. It is not meant for us.
Do you know someone from Netherlands called me 3 days ago, saying the same thing, that we Christians, the man said, we Christians, we've boxed everything into one.
Yeah.
That is why we are suffering.
Yeah.
There is a God of money. If you need money, there's a God you need to go to and seek for money, and you get the money. But we are doing everything.
Do you know there is a God of metals?
Yes. Was it yesterday?
Yesterday.
Yes.
I was telling you there is a God of metal.
What does he do?
So if the God of metals is protecting you, forget about knife.
Gun.
No, there is a God for that. There is a God who takes care of even herbs. That is why there are some herbal medicine. If you are an ordinary person and there are some of them, you need to invoke. If you don't invoke,
they will not work.
Yes, they will not work. You understand? There are some of them to use it. They have normal. Every herb they have normal functions that they do. But if you want it to do something extreme for you, you need to invoke. There is a God who takes care of even the sea, the rivers, and we should believe that. But Christians, they will tell you, hey, it's not good. Do you believe in pouring libation?
Yes, I do.
Have you tried?
Yes.
You pour libation?
I did it when my father died.
Okay, you poured.
My first time.
I
didn't do it myself. I was backing the one doing it.
Yes.
And I was saying,
you were in support of it.
Yes, because my father died.
Okay.
And no matter how Christian you are, if you lose your father, your mother, your wife, your husband, and they are doing the final rites, you cannot pull yourself out because you are a Christian. It got to a time, I read some portion of the Bible, people were going near dead bodies. The Bible instructed that don't put on beads, don't put on gold, don't put on this. So I asked an elderly person that, why is the Bible saying all of this? He says, that is tradition. We have lost our way. So technically, the pastors know that there are, if you put A and B and C, you'll be successful in life. They will not tell you. They want you to suffer, come and buy one oil, 8 million.
Yeah.
So this is the revolution now going on. Now people are getting educated.
Yeah.
People are getting enlightened. Okay, so
awakening. That's if you tell me no, it is awakening.
Okay.
We are sleeping, but now people are
waking up.
Yeah.
Okay, so those of you calling us and also encouraging us, because of the eye opening, we appreciate. Those of you lambasting us, we are learning. All of us are Christians. Me,
sure.
I'm a Christian. You are a Christian.
Sure.
But it is high time we educate ourselves. It is high time we educate the viewer, so that people will not be lazy. Like mzbel'sson said, you are praying from church Monday to Friday.
Sure.
In the end, you call an unbeliever to beg for money.
People never pray to God and they just got money out of a containment hole. People got money for working. I've never in my life heard that this man sat down and just kept on praying for 5 years and at the end of the day he got money. But you can hear that this guy worked hard and he got money. There are people who pray and they have a job but it's still not going on.
So you don't.
Is that what God wants from Christians?
Even in churches during fundraising harvest, then we go outside the church to go and get chairperson. Is it not serious?
Rich people are not from the church.
Yes.
The unbelievers.
Yes.
The people who the pastor even said God don't need him. Yeah. Those are the people when it is fundraising time, the church will go for them, beg for them to sit as chairpersons. So it is high time Christians we learn. Education is the key.
You know, Miss Bell, let me tell you one thing. She doesn't say this, but Miss Bell, every year, about 2-3 times, she does donations to orphanages. You know, Miss Bell is an ambassador for people with disability. Miss Bell. She's not a Christian. But if I tell you things she's been doing for disabled, physically challenged.
Now, one to say
she doesn't put those things out.
One to say a COVID buyer. I sorry KCB is to COVID trusting. But people in the church, they are suffering. Pastor will tell you that I'm praying for you, go, God will be with you.
Yeah.
But they'll be living luxuriously.
Sure.
So now, Ima, let us not deviate from the topic at stake.
Okay.
Now you invited Miss Bell. So all of us were thinking that, okay, great, he's gotten Miss Bell. So this was the moment we were all waiting for. Miss Bell to come and apologize to Ghana. That what my son did, he's 10 years, Ghanaians, please forgive my son. Instead, when you asked her to apologize, she looked straight into the camera like I'm doing, and she said, fellow Ghanaians, I'm the mother of the 10-year-old boy. And I'm told that you people don't understand why my son should say some of these things he said. On behalf of my son and on behalf of everyone, I am not apologizing today or tomorrow. Ghanaians have to put on metal helmets.
This opportunity now, Emma Ajubro Emra. Say bia enuanom ni adofo me sremo se me ba na tia mo na so a mo mfa nche ye nkasa biom.
E ma menye.
Nti apology. Pacho kan yi wa.
Enuanom ni adofo. Ghana fo. Wiase nyina. Mo a mehu okonfo black interview. Mo aye offended. Watia mo na so. Me sremo. Mo ntie ni yie. Chopa kesi na mede mamu. Chopa yi mede mamu mpacho mo ntie. Mo mpeda de shoe papa bi na mo nhye because obetia mo na so more.
You know, I would be very disappointed if Miss Bell had apologized.
But Ima, you didn't look like someone who would be disappointed during the interview.
Yes, and on that interview I posted, I've seen some people insulting me about why were you telling Miss Bell to retract and apologize on behalf of. Sometimes when you watch interviews, the questions that we ask people we interview are not directly coming from us. Now, this kind of apology thing is something I've seen under a lot of Facebook posts and a lot of my videos. So I wanted her to react. So that is why I insisted, okay, people are not happy, so apologize. And then she said she's not going to apologize. And I would have been very disappointed if she had apologized. And so the Mizbel I know would never apologize.
So you thought what she said was right?
Oh, yeah.
Say Ghana for most member patch or my bano. And your messenger mama patch on say, Monko check that DH.
Get ready.
To Ghana for get ready.
Oh, get ready. There is a part 2 of that. We are cooking. I'm cooking another interview.
Part 2?
Yeah.
Aqualana.
Yes, but that one I want to go live. I want it to be live on social media. I'm going to give opportunity to people to also call in.
Now, is a child ready, 10-year-old boy ready to face? Because me cry my interview, Aqualana, me interview. No. Nkofoni mi di ma tempa. Na Aqualana obetina say live program. What psyche Aqualana mentally say ombe facey.
But you think so? Onya Aquala sao?
10 years boy no.
But as in some man no can 10 years as.
Aqualana num sem no. Or you so a word be. Or say how can you put yourself in a containment? And be praying from Monday to Friday and expect God to give you money. All the rich people I know, they got their money through hard work. And I may be saying, Akwala kitwa na sim we feel no ebana.
People never pray to God and they just got money out of a containment hole. People got money for working. I've never in my life heard that this man sat down and just kept on praying for 5 years and at the end of the day they got money. But you can hear that this guy worked hard in the government. There are people who pray and they have a job, but it's still not going on.
And I told you the last time, say, our interview 1 was not planned. As people were like, oh, this is a
scripted, that was another issue.
This is a scripted interview. No. I don't have time for those things.
Mr. Usu or Netherlands, or some country say, what she interviewing na no nim say it wasn't scripted. Na nini jongopa was send 600 Ghana cedi.
Yeah.
Or we
yeah.
And Mr. Usu or Netherlands.
Yeah, Mr. Usu, why are they? You hear more of Mr. Usu. You hear
say obi oha because we call the better because they have money to buy data. They can just buy data, watch program and start disrespecting everyone. You see, you need to respect people for their opinion. I remember when the late Tamils was in office.
Yeah.
Someone attacked the Tamils on radio, and someone questioned the one who attacked him, and he says, "You don't have to attack the person, like the personality. Attack his office." So, oh, you're president. You do things presidents do. Attack the person for the office, no. But because say ni tise say na tadi or say ya na be too personal. This is something we also need to educate the general public that you don't pass sentences or judgment based on sentiments.
Sure.
Because all the emotions a pass a commenter you go off board.
Nana, the bottom line, know God for yourself.
So today that's what you are saying.
Yes, know God for yourself. Don't let someone. Now we've introduced. You know God from Sunday school. We talking about God. Oh, nyamiti say. But do you know God for yourself? And I said, dear, what is a yakikana? That is what you are also moving with. Know God for yourself. Now it's like growing up. You hear people talking about marriage. Until you get married, so know God for yourself. You have to know God, the God we are talking about. The boy, mzbel'sson, knows there is God, but
he knows he's God.
Yes.
The difference between what Ghanaians.
Because I was talking to him about, are you a Christian? Who created you? Know God. So he was
one of the because he says he can never be. Like, you asked me if he knows Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
As he accepted him, he said it is not possible.
Yes.
Okay, so Brahima, what Brahima is saying makes sense. At least you've been told that there's a God from your foundation. At your age now, do you know God for yourself? So that someone will come and sell their gods to you. Exactly. And that program no, na mene Brahima ebe kasane me bisano about mzbel on the apology no. Na mzbel say some person apologize here. Was someone said that DH. Someone will come on Brahima interview no. Na me bisa Brahima say na what friend mzbel so on be patcho wa. Oh shasiye you. O shasiye ye panams oh nyamishra mzbel we no ne ho obepacho wa oposi Ghana for munye ho he mumpe dade eche na monhye na Brahima minim sanka o ye mzbel le futufo Uncle also can be bitching and say, oh, apologize. Ujina program we so catch them say, Sanka or minimum apologize, Uncle, you be disappointed. So you asked him the question, you asked him to come and apologize because there was too much pressure on your head to make her apologize.
Oh, one, me mzbel'sson. If you cry, say, me a family member. Me a family member. She's my friend. Or madam for, that's all.
Madam for fun so emu aye den pan obi a den share dan ko wosa.
Yeah.
Said your name Miss Bell Tino.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Nyamensa wo mu.
Oh yeah, madam for Miss Bell.
E ma sama me bisa o. Me say madam for Emilia Brobi.
Okay.
Me ni Emilia is close.
Yeah.
But the way on Miss Bell Tino.
Me ni very tight.
They are too close.
Very close.
Obi a den share dan ko ho.
Yeah.
Me te say no obi si akwala nso se Castro. E na obi sa no say ono kra wate minim so onte.
Oh what.
What say say ne ba ne se Castro.
Yeah.
Akwala na adwum do no se Castro.
Almost se Castro. Eti me ni very close.
Very close.
Very close. Minim ni bibia.
Ni bibia.
Bibia about Miss Bell.
Ima woni Miss Bell bibia.
Bibia about Miss Bell. Yeah.
Woni Miss Bell bibia.
Oh. Minim bibia. Oni me your wife so bon komo pa.
Miss Bell ni my wife. And I still name the bibia.
And last time crab me go fie now our friend my wife omo bon komo. No see omo bon komo so minim ni bibia.
Into wife for Miss Bell di.
Ojini di pa.
Wife.
Yeah.
Any nyame ni pa. Ojini di pa.
Yeah.
Say them you close no.
Yeah, very close and yeah.
When my dear ba Miss Bell I am respect no. Emra interview ni PA no. Everyone wanted to speak to the boy. Miss Bell make sure say obi ane ne bana nkasa. Na wa assign ne wo pe se wo pe ni obi obetime ne Miss Bell akasa. E ya dey me respect. Do you know why? For security reason. Because obi betime ne akola na kwakasa. Ama akola no be kan asem bia mama twist. Na adenti na wo particularly Miss Bell obi afre Miss Bell interview anko na age wo nko a na Miss Bell person oye ni interview.
And I because me Miss Bell madam for me they are very close. And you know one say obia wo oye interview our agenda. Obi o ha na obetia aba so no ba be interview. At the course of interview me interview Miss Bell na say bibi wo mu. Na me hwe na say me the question I had the one can you yeah papa na ohwe no ye film I'll take it out. Obi so wo ha trending no ba be but me nye trending. A fa na fa what I say it you know she's more comfortable and obi o obeye interview na story okocho na video no akoma some caption bi no akoma caption bi ye wonkofo bebre so ha omo read captions na omo take your decision onko kan the details and as on hear the video no it just caption
be attracting
and no they call it but me yes and she's more comfortable into be here Miss Bell, Odi and Nenyum Asibolanga Eba. I was the first person. Me no only me hear interview before releasing the song. Only me hear interview. A lot of things. Only me and me hear interview. Miss Bell, a war yeah. Ni interview. Say me and me hear say interview no. Be hear interview no hospital. Me and me release say interview no.
Only my dear me bisa question. It's not from me. Me name fellow media men akasa. Omo di Miss Bell ho ya say. Aden exclusives be about or the mount. And when you know, baby cry, dream say be on the Miss Bell will be here. But now, catch
the saying.
Nasa when you call her, be on the Miss Bell, secret to be a anymore.
Miss Bell on Pencolao.
Now, oh, ya call us. I know see a topic for I will see discussing. But a dear, yes, me bisano, and Mr. Wackler Erno. The fact say, ye permits Bell in a casa yano, I didn't know yes, I won't go. And one Matthias, yes, sir. Ebia me Miss Bell akasa na ya akasa no asem bi ho nkanye se me bisa no kana makobisa no enti no she's more comfortable with
Miss Bell has suffered in the hands of the Ghana media or you be anka but ever since Miss Bell bar into the music industry since day one me bomini aba na baso she has been relevant from day one till now. But Miss Bell is relevant till now.
Generation now.
But Miss Bell is relevant till now. Miss Bell is getting shows or both programs. Recently, Madame Fubi, or your birthday party. and I'm sure then I'm me fan surprise no or say a birthday no obetimi ehu Miss Bella na ni beje
Oba na bema
na
bema de
Obama also like
ofele Miss Bella
intimate
no ofele ana say
oh per Miss Bella personality no it is obetimi ehu
da bi o ye in common ye dinti no oyo oba na ohu Miss Bella na ni beje ano bema se me ne wa
oye bema
a wono ne birthday ohu Miss Bella na ni beje na me bisa say Miss Bella nyom no na ne de
ope Miss Bella no me no pe ne personality ni
hono na me
na me catch madam for no say don't worry me the Miss Bella beba okay aka a week to the program no na madam for na frame me Charlie obeba na me say oh don't worry me frame me I'm going say madam for be the birthday ntin be say
you cause surprise
you cause surprise no say oh yeah meko one people need to anga say there be oh
Angeniska
no me madam for no catch me na me friend am say nana madam for be birthday ntin no you ready o me man the date no you be share oye wo Marriott Hotel airport me can madam for no every day be your friend me Charlie you sure say she go come Charlie this people the way then they me say I say they bring her what be your problem they need to do here na me call no me call na me call me do her na madam for na very disappointed na be mobu I say wanka say omba na me say tobo oba me wa na me Miss Bella kasa no oba o driving oba o me do her no I send me we nim so oba na me catch madam for no so me gun so aba me ba and I'm confirm Miss Bella madam for no he was shocked o catch me say the birthday ni na
so oji tum so open Miss Bella sam keke
open na sam keke ne ni jiye
Miss Bella and so she program we are your friend na bachelor Miss Bella udi me deda na me so me pe wasem pa me yere so pe wasem next year April me so me to me badin said me pe wasem no me de fa o manager so
o we mpo de enka unia wo mu aye ni nja oba Miss Bella oba
ye to ye ba ne di onti bra ye ba no so de
oba
ono so no bra na be ma me so me hu am ni beji
uni problem
nice one
me de ne be ba
so far so good no Miss Bella progressively no minim so otonyo
yeah
and now one migrated from music to radio and television
onjai nyumu
but still or the radio and television account
yeah
oba mu sesiano etisan
oh yeah Miss Bella is been successful with Onuya FM
Onuya minim say Onuya so bon
yeah Onuya obeye with Onuya FM ni Onuya TV and then after that and the contract and so you know decided say on renew bio mo pese or your way and I know a lot of media radio ni TV for be and then akasa some more engaging no until very soon mo be hu no TV so
oni ma de ba kon so aye entertainment industry na ya mama appreciate ya start a use ye celebrities no to our benefits first no ye be hia Miss Bella na ebia brand bi ne ye be fa no na ye de ayi but a whole station media house say
media general
etimi eka se ma me fa Miss Bella me fa ne followers ana say ne viewers no embe ka media ho a emi say enioma sign introduction na other media houses no eboa and we are calling other media houses to also pick up from that area and say actors ne adwumtofo ne nkofo na footballers sports personalities ne nkofo more outside now omejuma na ba form no you can also pick up on them to revive your company and your brand.
Yeah, sure.
And so far Miss Bella is doing well.
Yeah, she's doing well.
Kumasi station bi wa cry matete and dry ye call anwamo festival e Atomic Police Station area mo na program na se me share media colleagues bi aye kasa and obi so etia me na so say what is a Miss Bella ebeko one of the sister stations no
and I make a choice say
Miss Bella need to be so
and I make a choice say even till now almost about 3 TV station back started with C a new TV station almost started with C almost so almost be approach Miss Bella baby keke nko for we baby cuz almost
C and your station here all aboni
that be anyom another one we so start with
okay na okay and na dey no some catch say ba could be started with
W for ni na aba M for ni na aba baby we person we engage no
to Miss Bella so far Miss Bella
but me any manager
she's done na debut ima odi unmenen no ya
no na me say me any manager
one you manage Miss Bella's newborn babies Instagram account.
Aha, the banner baby no. Or him ni Instagram no me na
manage.
Yes.
Na small boy danger no. Jesus at the age of Okonfo Black no. Ono so when na manage ni handle.
Oh, oni de enye me na me manage.
Ono na na de.
Enyo no.
Obi fufuro so manage.
Yeah, ni ma me mainly ni ma me manage sa account no. But baby ni de me na me manage.
And na when na manage Mzbel.
Me ono as in say the personality ana. Currently the obia manage.
Na the body so when na manage.
Oh, when you feed around. So wow.
But no say so still mama ye hu hwe.
Saying
one and no way no so mama ye.
There be no hu I be dey ama.
Na say yes me do ye mo ani na. Ye pese ye hu bibia. Me te say who bisa the same question. And I miss me bisa also the same question there.
See ye hu unim see ye hu M5 mbre. Ma ye nti petrol so. Why just here?
But ye hu so a ebeboa
wo kwa ebema ya ti petrol so emma dollar na badown
the dollar no dey to ba down enye na answer but Okonfo Black ebi ni say yes Castro bai woni ni interview no say enye Castro ba
na say me say Castro
ba ko ne wono kolebu
debi baby e wo ye dem fan
eno so fan to ja enti foforo na waba na wo manage ni Instagram account no ono so ne papa e wan
like fan so bia ma
bi send this in penifo last one cry no yes ba ko bi so esan wo
oh masa
eno so nya no kre me dey metiti no street news
enye no kre
eno so nya no kre okay and so far no so good. Mzbel is doing well.
She is doing very very well. Or an accomplished business woman.
Me wo hoso na em say me no call Mzbel fie.
Okay.
And me who say the equipment be fit Dubai ni nyama ba. E ho na mo produce most of more content na.
Yeah, Mzbel or a friend is saying or recording studio or video editing bench. E wo ho. The recording studio or live band instruments one the whole or playground or pub or restaurant.
Na mo pub no me visit ba ko e wo
Ajekojo. No we closing it down. To see anogbawe.
Modini naba.
Na
play center Nkola Bidi.
Yeah, Nkola Baho weekends easy.
Okay. So far no so good. Me ne brai ma abetwetwe nkomo. Ene no me bisa se ma discipline me ho ana. Na mo se me ma ne nkasa. Ene de ma ye din e na metie no. Afeso no mo comment no ye be stress e ya na me nkasa endi obi atem. But ya na mo tone it down because enkrofo so e kenkan.
Nana ma me kan issue ni ba na obi say how was this blogger selected for this tax?
Exactly.
I understand that this blogger is part of Mzbel's family.
You know, comment about the no she.
Yeah.
Anu she. Enti Brahima, enche ye ba beko. Na enkrofo e follow program no. Papa we why are there so many? Or the Mr. Uso or Netherlands, no a former politician. NMC we jai politics or Netherlands.
Okay.
Ono so efrey e kan arechire SM. I say asema wo kan so kan akoma say wo personally omo shiwi junkies for omo yare omo brabo e basa no wan kasa utumi du bottom sika e hwe asem na wo kan na me say e kan akoma enu ntinu ene omo hwe program ni bia na omo pese mo support Brahima no just like I said in the previous interview no onye journalist ni a ote air condition okọ abonten nana ye boa ka keku number 2 nana ye boa ka keku number 2 KK's number 2 34 no high life adwumtofo no me yesenka wo say ye mane ba kra na ye be interview no say yes odi hene
okay
me ne wo kan na wo ka say the mame momenko
sure
this is the kind of journalist obeko far places
only the reason why na ye pese ye ku yenko no o ka say wo kwa stories a obetimi nya no
along the road no
ba o te fa kwa enko be we sometimes meeting yet me call as far as Obuase. You call a lot of far places so. You call I think say maybe your next interview remember what show some of the interviews in some of the success stories in Yamba.
Okay. Nti my enche ye de edwumadie no ebewie ye. Afena do efidi ato a high Ghananews. Na no me ne Brahima ekasa e. Na no or the sensitive issues aba up. O say asori kro wo mu no. Se ne sofo kase watwe na san. Ana watwe obi asan wasori no mu a obegya asori no na o ma reason say meme wasori dem pepa nkonya ho na mafa mani oba bia fa yefun na ma me yebonie ni nti no wo se watwe me asan wasori a na wuwie a na wokɔ abɔnte akɔ wini akra foforo ba asɔre wa ɔse ento asum ene story a Brian Madia
na wonim se obi wa asɔre na onye mi sister bi a brother Emmanuel na sister Felicia na okonye mi sister Felicia afi ni ahye mra se mama nko ni fie biom wonim se etimi mom wo ne efi ne kwa mamu nyina mmomu mamu nye
eno so mo ye wo we nim
yes see ano se ni ade na no ye de mo fancy mamu munye no mu nhia na mama kan se
oba fa ye fun a ohia attention mentally oba hia se be ma beka arekekere asem oba wa fa ye fun ehia arekekere nkranhye
nana wonim se ye se oba anyima yenye no ho ade
amamre mu no
de ntia
eno menti aso betimi achi
aha ba wo hwa den ne beba ntia be ka se oba anyima me yenye no
eno wona ode abanti pese wo
aha ba wo hwa den ntia
akaman mu no ye pese wo save sika se de be ya oba no wo a obetimi aso na wo mu hu enema e surround no
o ye se oba anyima yenye no ho ade wo hwa den ntina
na se maka de minim se impenifo pese sika na nka ba ko ye no ho ade ne save owo a na ode ahwe no de me ma bien kire me no ba wo explanation for from
answer no waka bi hwe impenifo adwen mu no obi obeka konyim obi onye ne ho ade bia no aya na ne botomu nye ebi ana enhye no enti se wonya ka hye ne se wanyim no be ne ho ade wanye obedwane but oba anyima sa moment no ohia be ma e wo so ne be ma ne kura hia be ma ne pem no more opem ne more se na be o ware okowo a e be ye easy na o tata brante wo me ne ho ade odi mirika bedwane akọ sa kind of affection na wo se oba ne nya no onya enti mpenifo adwen mo mutu no oba anyima yenye ne ho ade se na be ya be ma ne be responsible be wa oba ne nchen ni akrokro ne niama e wo so ne ni hie mo ne ni be hie mo enti no mpenifo adwen mu no oba anyima yesi yenye ne ho ade na chese ye pese still na no wo na wanyem no de mpenifo hia ne se obegi atum se eyemia
arekekere
enti no but aso dem ye beka se mu nyuma mu nhia ye bese be uzo mu gina hobium ye beka ide bi enkoni fie bio nipa na nyim na wie ma ne ngugu so
enti no ye Christian Council hwe yan
oh jai
Brian Madia asem kesi aba se ye betwe obi asan na wo wi a me ne nyem ye no wo san ka chem se ma ye hu se ye kra ye gina
ai
mi wa no ba fa yefu a science and a doctor for kire se o ma fa yefu no mentally kra no o me stressed enti no ebra be ma betimi akekere re obehia obi obeben wo obi obetimi aka wo yawo ne wo hawa wo kom akere no sa bre no so na asofo ene asori ne se emben nipa no ima asema o kan e make sense
yeah
it make sense nti wo se asori no
ejina no God for yourself jai munyai de moyo okromu ha no
ima program you know obi send a message oh your first part 1 na ye ne say o kan se bi metoma makoma so o say Christians who are fighting the boy and Brahima should have rather used the program to preach Christ to them. It is a sense come be attack Brahima ni akola no and come use platform no na come for educating people.
Exactly.
Omanya that is what they missed. Enti no say impenifo no ehwe a ma bow ya san ma twi ya san wa sorry no omo hwe no mo come back again.
Yeah.
Afeso no na kwabena Ixen last 2 weeks no me kan say a Friday na a payday say na o South Africa wa he program no na your group page no dey abetum say PNA program ma wa bomidin ama me shout out to that eduru payday dey wetimi atena program so abomidin CEO ene me bo waba so ono na otimi de ukọ Canada ukoduru ho a uye adwuma busumi bia no na ya till $500 Canadian dollars your friend na kwabna Ixen ono aso na ye rent for me Ghana o high diamond busumi bia so a no etwetwa ne kakra wasan ebie primary school a on Jiska ewa dental area mu ho oye free education o hyase akransa na aban no kra be hye ne dia se na kwabna Ixen benim se wo South Africa but YouTube dey bebia wo bia wotimehwe afeso me chia mo hwe from US 43 Netherlands for Mr. Usu ena mo hwe fi amanoni ni na Brahima of final words
nana me da for the opportunity obi anto no bo krom ha ehye hell nankasa de home no but umia weni a obetimi ada na ha heaven amawa ho
a nice one enu ntino enti man yantwan se bewu ansa na yakọ heaven akọji enije ni na wa
de man weni na di weni o
Brahima, your man one opportunity and now
oh no banana jiweni when fan show him say baby wo ho heaven mu koye praise and worship me hakra woni praise and worship na ho na over here
asama okay yeah pon program yo enti see efi na ko mama family into say heaven be o baby
oh heaven na higher na wo heaven be eni soro nyankopon say nyankopon oni soro
no oni soro ye jowo soro udin ho nte sana ye kire say ye bompa ha na wo ha sa onko so ka say ye jowo asase so ma udin ho nte
tie o wa ha nana uji ubompa na obo God of Abraham, God of Jacob.
You say obofo say onye side.
Ada na umo papa din.
Na ada na obofo say onye side ni.
People enlightenment in any awakening eba. Me da say.
Okay, madam say program no Ghananews on MPTV Ghana. Me da step 1 TV management ni na ase. DOPs mo amo sweshe no me chia mo ni na Ojaba so chia mu na mo bo adwuma wo fia so
you also your friend mosquito
do you special no so no your friend general mosquito MPTV Ghana for edamase afa mu a mo follow yen so no mo a mo he program e pa mo chow e ya mo subscribe mo like it na mo share ya me share.
Do you believe in Jesus Christ, that he came to die for our sins? Do you believe that?
I don't actually think we died for any sins, or he died for sins. Because if he is the Almighty and he didn't want us to sin, he should have just made sin not exist. He could have made the word sin not exist. So why did you create sin in the first place if you don't want us to sin? It means you are setting up a trap for human beings to sin. It means you intentionally created hell as a hellhole for people to go in. And that doesn't make sense if you keep on thinking about it a million times.
Everybody, it's D Black, the Ghana boy, and this is Ghananews. Don't touch that dial.
This only Ghananews.
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 One shot, me bold dread.
Obetike cloud. Brim.